Religion to me is the most easily debatable, easiest thing to find holes in.
Right.
Absolutely. Especially when you read the Bible. Like the Bible's really a terrible book, if you really want to be honest. It's got anti-Semitic stuff in there, homophobic stuff about, black people loving the slaves should love their earthly masters. Like, Are you saying God's homophobic? Are you saying Jesus was homophobic? Like, what are you saying? Like, it's a lot in there that's like, very questionable.
And it was written a long time ago.
Yes.
So we evolve as people.
Here we see just another example of the mainstream media attacking the word of God, attacking Christianity, attacking the Bible, attacking Jesus, really, and his word. And there being no real backlash. I doubt Charlemagne could say this about the Quran without there being an extreme backlash, without maybe him being even fired. But as we've seen all across the world, especially in the East, Christianity and followers of the Messiah, people who believe in the word of God, is under attack. Charlemagne quoted a few scriptures without giving any context, without any, as Christian scholars would say, exegesis, and completely trashed the Bible. He even made reference to it endorsing slavery. Now, anybody who has an adult reading level can go and research and find that biblical slavery is not the transatlantic slave trade. Two different things. And it was actually referring to servant and a form of voluntary indentured servitude that existed at the time. Also, there were laws around how to treat a servant and how to operate as a master. In fact, the kidnapping and sale of a human being was a capital offence. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. Exodus 21:16. Also, corporal punishment which damaged the person in servitude required compensation in the form of emancipation. And if a man smite the eye of his servant or the eye of his maid, that it perish, he shall let him go free for his eye's sake. And if he smite out his manservant's tooth or his maidservant's tooth, he shall let him go free for his tooth's sake. Exodus 21:26-32. So when you read things out of context, it's very easy to create an idea or a narrative that something which is good can be evil. Because anybody can take any book and can take any text and twist it and turn it for their own means, as we have seen in the history of this world. And he says it shows God or Jesus to be homophobic. How can God be scared? How can God have a phobia? It's just ridiculous. And there is no backlash. There is no one in the mainstream media to defend or to correct, because the mainstream media is run by Satan. He's the prince of the power of the air, the airwaves. And so we need to be careful about the things we consume. We need to educate our children. We need to educate our family members. We need to defend the word of God. And we need to know how to defend the word of God. We need to contend for the faith, as Jude said. People, please understand the time we are in. And actually create more kingdom media. Support media like ours, but by all means, create your own source of media. The kingdom needs to present the truth of God. We need to counteract the lies of Satan. And if the Apostle Paul were alive, I'm sure he would be a master of YouTube and Instagram and Snapchat, because any way that we can spread this word of God, we should be using it instead of using it for foolishness, instead of using it to take 101 selfies. We ain't trying to see you. Ain't no one trying to see you. Don't need to see you. We need to see Jesus in you. And we can't see that when every other picture of you is a selfie. It's a serious time, young people. Think about how you can use media to promote God and his word and to promote the truth of God. Stay close to Christ.